This is Nancy at A Crone's Intuition. And I have a question for you all. How much do you notice what's going on around you? How aware are you of the circumstances around you? I have my trusty glass of wine here. Sometimes you just need a glass of wine. But anyhow, where am I going with this? Well, with the pandemic and lockdown and all that, which is supposedly passed, and I've been vaccinated. For those of you across the pond, I've had the jab, and I do think that's important, but that's me. I mean, there are some people that have chosen not to, and that's their right. But anyhow, the video isn't about that. What it's about is I've been pretty much at the house. The only time I really get out of the house is when I take my husband to his doctor appointments, or like tomorrow he's going to have a CAT scan, and so we'll go to that. But when I go out, I wear my masks and I try to be safe because I don't want to bring something home, even though he's been vaccinated. But anyhow, my little Kia Soul, which is our car, had to go in for a checkup. And so I drove over to Asheville by myself. And, I hadn't been out in a while, just me. I mean, normally I would go shopping or go to the mall or a wonderful metaphysical shop, check out some crystals. Oh, goodness. Go to Barnes & Noble and look at decks or Books A Million. But no, I didn't do that because, I'm trying to be careful. But anyhow, so I got up and I took a shower and, I put on makeup, and my husband calls it war paint. And he says when Mama puts on her war paint when she means business. So I meant business today. I was getting out and about. So I wanted to look nice. I picked out a pretty dress. I had this black dress, and it's long sleeved, and it's a long dress. It goes, I don't know, mid-calf, maybe, not mid-calf. Almost down to my ankles, but not quite. But anyhow, it has this beautiful embroidery on the front with roses and everything. And I put on my pink rose quartz necklace that I have, and I had these earrings on, and my rings, and I even put a pretty pin on the dress, little dragonfly on my shoulder. I was all ready. Well, I get in the car, and I'm about halfway there. It takes about 45 minutes, I guess. And I looked down, and I noticed something. My dress was on wrong side out. Oh my goodness. The tag was out in the back. How could I have done that? I got in front of the mirror. I checked myself out before I left the house, but I was looking at my face. I wasn't looking at all of this. So I thought, oh no. Oh, everybody's going to see this. Here I was trying to look nice, and here I'm this crone that shows up with her clothes on wrong side out. Oh, that's not quite the persona that I wanted to put forth today. But anyhow, I get there and I check my car in, and I have to wait till the lady's ready to take care of me. And I go in, and there are people working, and they're all busy. And I look over in the waiting room, and everybody's got their face in their phones, or they're glued to the television up on the wall. And I quietly go into the bathroom and change my clothes. Put them on right side on, like it's supposed to be. Long story short, nobody noticed that my clothes were on wrong side out. And it made me ponder, what do I see when I'm out and about? What do I look at? Now, when I got in the waiting room, I looked around, and at first, when I first went in and looked, before I changed my dress, there wasn't a place to sit in the waiting room, and I thought, oh dear, I'm going to have to find a place. I can't stand for an hour and a half. But by the time I got out, there was a seat. Someone had left and had checked out. So that was good. So I go in. And there was one lady that looked up and smiled at me. And I smiled back. Of course, we both had our masks on, so it was kind of hard, but you can tell. You can tell when someone's smiling. And that was the only interaction that I had the whole time I was there. I was there an hour and a half. And it just made me think about how unattuned we are to each other. Now, maybe you're not that way. But it kind of brought a lesson home to me. And, I mean, I care about people. So, would I have noticed if somebody was dressed with their clothes on backwards or inside out or upside down or whatever? Would I have noticed? Would I have seen it? I don't know. We want to be conscious and we want to be aware. We say we want to love our fellow man. But do we see them? And when we look, what do we see? So today was a lesson for me to open my eyes and be more aware. Pay attention to what I look like before I go out of the house. That's a big lesson that I learned. But it was more than that. It was a perception of the outside world. Now, I enjoyed the drive over there. It was raining. But on the way back, after I had pondered this, I really saw things on the way back. And the leaves are coming down, and that part of Asheville, they still have a little bit more color than we do now, because where I am is at a higher elevation, and so our leaves are more spent than they were right there. And the road that I was traveling, I wasn't on the interstate. The trees, like they touch, and you go through a tunnel of trees, and there were these orange and yellow and bright red trees, and the leaves were just fluttering all down, and then you would see all these colorful leaves that were on the ground underneath the trees, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I challenge you today to pay attention. Don't take anything for granted, and open your eyes. That's what I learned today. I'm going to try and do it, and I thought I'd share this with you. This is Nancy at A Crone's Intuition, wishing you many, many blessings. Namaste, my friends.